The Hundred-Year Darkness was a conflict that began from 7000 BBY till 6900 BBY, when a group of Dark Jedi who followed negative emotions of the Force created monstrous armies to battle the Jedi Order and the Republic. The Hundred-Year Darkness began 3 years after the Dark Jedi split with the Order in the Second Great Schism. After decades of fighting, the Dark Jedi lost the war, and its final battle went to conquer Korriban and found the Sith. Okay. Now, this war is a fairly interesting one. It talks about the origin of the Sith Empire, the modern Sith Empire that we would come to know, and it started and like the after retreating from the Jedi world, such as Tython, the exiled Jedi raised an animalistic army of negative side abominations like Korriban zombies. Okay, and like during the war, the Jedi constructed a prison called a secret prison facility known only to members of the Jedi High Council. That might be questionable. And these Dark Jedi would be later exiled and be sent to Korriban unknowingly to the Republican Jedi. And this is where they would meet the primitive Sith species, these these red-faced creatures, and they would see these exiles as gods, and they would see them as gods. And the Dark Jedi looked at this as an opportunity to get back at the Jedi Order who banished them and founded the eventual Sith Empire, becoming the first Dark Lords of the Sith. And, well, as the rest they say, is history. Um, Now, this war is fairly explained. I wish they could explain more. Like, it's only appearing in flashbacks, and it gets mentioned a lot, but there's no actual story talking about it, like taking place in that time. They just show flashbacks of it. So we never really got to learn about the Great. We never got to experience the Great War. Like, they would mention it, they would show flashbacks of it, but they would never show it. So focusing on a character on that, and so all we get is information and occasional flashbacks. Now, this would be the beginning of the Sith. This is and so the Republic wanted to execute the exiles. However, the Jedi thought they will learn the error of their ways. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but considering that these things create abominations of monsters into the world and led a crusade against the Order for 100 years, I don't think they'd be beyond hope at this. I think they'd be beyond hope at this point. So, in a matter of speaking, the Jedi Order just gave the tools to the Sith, to the modern Sith, to, hey, form your own empire. You just couldn't help it, couldn't you, Jedi? You just had to push that button. You just had to create the eventual conflicts that would begin. So, yeah, the Jedi pretty much screwed themselves big time with that. And another thing about this, and what I found out, was interesting. This is actually canon in the Disney world. This is actually Disney canon. I gave two specific canons to the Star Wars universe: the Disney canon and the Lucasfilm canon, like the original canon versus the new canon. And this Hundred-Year Darkness is actually mentioned in the new Star Wars comics, and this would actually canonize the Hundred-Year Darkness and spread the Jedi history a lot further. And I hope they make a comic taking place involving that, because I would love to know what happened in this war. Well, at least in the Disney canon, it's never going to be explored in the Legends canon, so we'll never know about that. But I really do hope we get a future comic day about this and talks about this war, shows us it, and shows us characters, great heroes that emerged in this conflict, and all that. And this this was a galaxy-wide conflict. Like, the only one known battle is about it, called the Battle of Corbus or Corbos. Like I said, I can't pronounce planet names to save my life at times, but Like, Marco Ragnos would reference this war again, saying this: "Once we were mighty Jedi of the Republic, brothers in the Force, but the great schism between the dark side and the light turned Jedi against Jedi. Our ancestors were defeated, driven off, cast out." So Marco Ragnos is disgruntled. And like I said, the Dark Jedi who lost the war got exiled and were sent to but went on to conquer Korriban and founded the Sith species, and later on would begin the Sith legacy. Jedi screwed up big time. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. If you like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.